do the thing.
Start the show.
Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to episode 199
of
the Geek Spot News. We barely made it in. Coming in hot from I was off learning about money to give to the government for my kid to go to school or get from the government or something. And the speaker decided to use all 90 minutes that were allotted to them.
I like when they do that.
Like, nope, there was no opportunity to leave early for that thing. So that's where we were. But I'm Jack. That's Frank over there.
Yes, you did it right.
Doing the thing, wearing the Flash shirt.
You
should go back and look how many times the Flash shirt has appeared in the 199 episodes so far.
You will text me that tomorrow, and I will go back and look. I will actually count the Flash shirt.
I feel like it's more than 20.
All right, so you're gonna say the over/under is 20. And are you taking the over or the under?
I'm gonna take the over 20.
Wow. I'm gonna say 15 and the under.
Okay.
No, actually, the under's bad.
Where'd my notes go? Let me mark that down. Hold on. Flash shirt. Oh, that keyboard doesn't work because as we were talking about, I spilled Celsius all over my keyboard.
Listen,
and it has decided that it does not want to participate in this keyboard.
I'm going to say hi to Charles. I'm going to say hi to Pete. And I'm going to say hi to the braggart. But I will say this to Dom. To the ace. Hopping in and saying hi. Not like he has any Yankees that stream. Because I don't have any Phillies to watch. So we're on the same boat there. That 1,000% should have been a fumble. And the fact that the refs did not call that a fumble is erroneous and awful. It was a hard, and I know you know what the play I'm talking about, Jack. It was the tush pushy looking play.
Sure. I watched the first quarter, and that was about it.
Hurts went off to the left side, and the one giant ran in. He jumped in, and he literally stripped the ball off him as Hurts was going forward. No part of Hurts was touching the ground in any way, shape, or form. 100%, billion%, absolutely was a fumble. No doubt about it.
But did his ankle stay in the right direction? Did his foot stay like the way straight, the way your foot stays on your leg?
Yes, it was. That was horrible. That poor guy.
Yeah. And we just shouted him out last week as Ram Man.
Yep.
Look at that. It was me. I jinxed him, I guess.
Maybe. But that is 1,000 billion% that should have been called a fumble. I was shocked that it wasn't. The only good thing I don't like wishing injury on players, and what happened to Scatabo was awful. And I really do hope he recovers because the dude is a beast. I just happened to be playing him yesterday, so I wasn't as upset that he left the game after getting 10 points. So I was up 10 points. I am now losing 95-92. Only because your defense starts off with 10 points. Guy I'm playing has the Kansas City defense and Marquise Brown tonight. I have Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, but Hollywood Brown has scored in like every game.
Yeah. My Tampa Bay defense, we're going to take a moment for sports here. My Tampa Bay defense got me 33 points yesterday.
Wow.
33 points.
And I don't know how Marcus Mariota is, so I guess you'll see.
I had to pick up Aaron Rodgers. That's how bad my game was. I got 18 points from him.
So speaking of that, how was the rest of your week?
I've had some rough days at home. I've had some rough personal days. Outside of that, it's been quiet hockey wise. Like 2 games last week. That's not bad. It seems like it's winding down for playoffs, and then I'm not going to be on as many teams next season, so it will even itself out. Started the Lego Death Star.
Oh, can't wait to see that. Maybe that's our big reveal for episode 200.
It won't be done by then.
Well, we'll see.
I'm literally only doing like 2 bags a night, if that.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm really like stretching this out. Other than that, I went to Top Golf this weekend. And I suck, so it's not as fun, but it was nice hanging out with people.
Did you hit all the Angry Birds? Did you guys play the Angry Birds one?
No, they
Oh,
picked the boring. Let's just hit it and get points games. Not like now there's a Sonic game, and I'm like,
oh yeah, the games are fun.
yeah, it wasn't. It was just kind of blah.
Kate wants you to speed up on the Death Star.
No.
Or your swing. I don't know.
No, my swing sucked. Like, hockey does not translate to Top Golf in any way.
No.
I tried swinging it like a hockey stick. That didn't work.
You couldn't Happy Gilmore it?
No.
Mm.
No. I can't
Did you run into
No.
your approach? Did
Nope.
you start 6 feet off and come
Nope.
up?
I chipped it. I pull out a 7-iron and
Oh,
I
God.
chipped it. That's it.
Oh, you would love the Angry Birds game then. The Angry Birds game is a blast.
I know. I've played it. I played it once and it was fun. And I even played the Fantastic Four one when that was in theaters, and that was fun. And I scored a ton of points. And then the normal one, it's just like, bleh.
Yeah, you can actually get a ton of points if you just trickle it right over the net.
Mm-hmm.
It's surprising. There's like little point things right there that it'll give you.
The only other thing I got going on is I got to try and find someone to go see Bryan Adams on Wednesday. Bryan Adams is in Philadelphia, and I desperately want to go see him, but everybody is busy or has stuff going on.
Bryan Adams is in Cuts Like a Knife. Bryan Adams.
Yes.
Or Run to You.
Run to You. Heaven.
Okay.
Summer.
Well, no, we don't need to.
We don't need to hear. That's a bathroom song.
I wasn't sure if it was Bryan Adams or Ryan Adams.
No, it's Bryan Adams.
Okay.
Oh, I love Run to You. What a great song.
And thank you all for joining our Top Golf Yacht Rock. Because is he Yacht Rock? Where would he fall?
He's Canadian. So
he probably had a yacht or was on a yacht at some point.
He may have been.
He did the Robin Hood song, "Everything I Do it for you." So
everything I do for you.
And then I think he was part of the one for the other Robin Hood, or for Don Juan DeMarco. Wasn't Don Juan DeMarco?
He did do yes,
with Sting and
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Deep.
Oh, he's got a ton of songs.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
A ton of songs.
On your favorite song.
One Night Love Affair is another great one.
Don't Forget Me When I'm Gone by Glass Tiger. He stops in.
Does stop in.
And does the backup harmonies in the third and fourth chorus.
Does a song with Tina Turner, It's Only Love.
Nice. Look at him. Go. Yeah.
What about you? And don't forget I Need Somebody. Somebody like me.
Oh, jeez. You need somebody like you to go see Bryan Adams.
I do.
Soon. So hopefully I hope you find somebody for
I won't.
I was doing gigs and doing marching band stuff for the kids and hauling marimbas and mixers and speakers around all Saturday, and then Sunday my kid got to do a really cool premiere at Temple University with the school choir. So they sang with the Temple University Chorale and Temple University Singers, and premiered this new work with the select choir from the high school. So that was pretty cool. I got to watch that, and then my other son and I bolted down to Chester, Pennsylvania to go watch the Philadelphia Union win the first round of the playoffs, or first game of the playoffs against the Chicago Fire in penalty kicks. It was a wild game. It was great. So that next game is next Saturday, but that is not in Philadelphia, and I'm not flying to Chicago for that one. So
why not?
Because I have to do another band competition on Saturday, so that's where I will be for that. But that's been about that. Not a ton on the watch lists this last week. A lot of stuff ended. I have to start a lot of things. I think there's some shows I'm going to start soon, but we'll talk about them in a little bit. Other than that, I think we started a list last week.
We did. We started the top. This is from BuzzFeed. You sent this to me. This is TV shows perfect beginning to end runs. It was 37 of them. We stopped at 20.
Okay.
I'm not going to recap. You should go back and watch last week's show to get the recap.
That's if you start at minute I can't even tell you. If you start at minute 12.
There you go.
Last week, 12 minutes and 30 seconds, you can get that list.
Yeah. So kicking back off with number 21. These are, again, top TV shows, perfect beginning to end. This is from BuzzFeed. Frasier. I never watched all of Frasier. Love the character.
Frasier's great.
Love the character. But I never found time to actually watch that or the next show on the list.
If you now, does this list include the reboot?
It just says Frasier.
What years does it have? Does it have years? No. Okay.
No.
The original run of Frasier, I will agree, it held up all the way through.
The second coming did not.
I couldn't even watch it. Like it was very bizarre.
Number 22. This is a show that I have caught episodes and memes and gifs of, but it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh my God. Still brilliant.
Yep. To this day.
The longest running live action sitcom in history.
That's hilarious.
And it continues to be brilliant. Like it took them a while to really get going.
Yeah.
But once they figured out this is the show, it's great. And now they don't overdo it. They don't do like, we got to hit 27 episodes this season. They're like 6. And they're all super tight. And they are still incredibly relevant, and the characters are all still trash, and it's great.
Number 23, this is a show that I did want to watch, but I never did, which seems to be a theme with me. Mr. Robot.
I strongly disagree that
he thinks the last season sucked.
Oh, Always Sunny. I enjoyed the last, but it's the last season's very like current. Like it was Golden Bachelor for a couple episodes, and like about the microdosing, and like very topical. This most recent season, there was an episode about, is it cake? So good.
What about Mr. Robot?
First season was brilliant.
Yep.
Second season was good. That's
the weak one.
Third season was trash.
Oh, they say season. This says seasons 3 and 4 kept elevating constantly. Season 2 was the weak one.
It's when I realized that Rami Malek's just weird. Like he's not a great actor. He's just weird.
Yeah.
And so he's just himself. I was like, okay. But yeah, it like dug it into holes that it couldn't dig out of.
Yeah.
As it kept going, and like just got more and more complicated for no reason. It lost me after a couple seasons. I really enjoyed the first season of that show.
Kind of like Lost. Kept digging holes.
I've never seen the first season of Lost, so I don't know.
Oh, the first season's amazing.
I saw the other seasons. I just never saw
the first season's great.
Yeah.
Number 24, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That is still on my Hulu watch list.
You better hurry up. The new one's coming soon.
Yeah, well, it's a reboot, not a remake.
Or a continuation. Yeah, something like that. Number 25, I know you've mentioned this in the past. I believe Psych.
It's one of my favorite shows of all time.
Yeah.
The big difference, if you've been watching the show for a while, Frank likes to rewatch things. I do not.
Yeah, I'm really big on that.
Psych is one of the only shows I've ever gone back and actively done a like rewatch from the first episode.
It's crazy.
It's so good.
Number 26 is, again, not a show I've ever seen. My son has watched the entire run of this multiple times. Supernatural.
It's a lot of episodes.
It's like over 200, right?
It was 17 seasons it was on, I think.
Yeah.
Of 24 episodes. Like, it went all in. I think Supernatural was great. I made it through like maybe 8 or 9 seasons.
327 episodes. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they never did. I think they might have done one shortened season during COVID, and they're talking about bringing it back. So at least a movie, if not some more. The 3 main guys are also like, yeah, and they've tried to do other stuff, but like everything's kind of flopped. Like Jensen Ackles he's got the boy stuff. He's got Countdown, which I really enjoyed.
Isn't he on Tracker too?
He's on the new season. I think he plays his brother.
I think so.
Which is funny, right? Smallville connection.
Yep.
You got the coach, you got Green Arrow.
The guy that almost played Clark Kent.
Yeah.
And the guy that almost played Aquaman.
Yeah, and the voice of Batman.
And the voice of Batman.
And then you got Jared Padalecki, who's Walker, but that I think didn't survive the Next Star reboot or reimagining of the WB or CW or whatever station it was by the end there, UPN. I don't know. And the guy that plays Castiel that was on there the whole time, he had a nice run on Gotham as Harvey Dent.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. Number 27 is a show I may or may not have seen. And this definitely belongs. Okay, let me stop. It's not perfect beginning to end. There was a real dip in season 2, but Friday Night Lights.
Oh my God, is that on the list?
It is. It is legitimately on the list. Season 2 kind of there was this whole weird subplot where Landry killed a guy that was trying to rape Tyra, and it was just this whole weird, it was weird.
That sounds very CW.
It was. It's a jeez.
No, wait, is that a CW show, or was that a Fox show?
That was an NBC show.
Really?
And then NBC stopped showing it, and it went to Dish, and it would show on Dish, and then it would come to NBC after it showed on Dish after the first season, and now it's on Amazon Prime.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Well, Amazon Prime part, yeah, but
it was an NBC show.
I didn't realize it was an NBC.
Yeah, and you can tell when it changed, like when they got money for the show, because like originally it says Panthers like right here on their thing, and then they got money from Under Armour, and then there was the Under Armour symbol here, so they got sponsored, and it was cool. Number 28, Rookie Blue. I don't even know what this show is.
Never heard of Rookie Blue.
All right,
sounds like it was. Maybe I have. Hold on.
I have not.
I keep trying to use the keyboard that's all Celsius up, and it's not.
It's
it's a Canadian show.
Oh, that's why.
Canadian cop show. Yeah, I don't even know. Oh, Missy Peregrine.
Okay.
Fan of hers. That's the only person I recognize.
Number 29. Shocked it took this long to get to one of these shows. Law and Order SVU.
Yeah, look, it's never been bad.
Now there's like 4 billion episodes, right?
It's on season 26, 27. Now, I'm sure it's been on in my house. I'd want to say at least every day.
578 episodes in its 27th season.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Look, Liv's been there the whole time. Now she left for a couple years, but
that's a lot of episodes.
Look, it still holds up.
Well, I mean, it's a crime procedural. They can run forever if they do them right.
Outlasted the original.
Number 30, Avatar: The Last Airbender, the animated version.
100%.
Yeah, I've watched a little bit. I like the live action. If I ever get to see a second season, that'd be great. If the cast doesn't age out,
it's fine.
Number 31, Malcolm in the Middle, is not a show I've ever watched, but I've just heard it's great.
I used to watch it when it was on. It's coming back. They've already filmed a new season of it.
That's great. That's Bryan Cranston, right?
I don't know that was consistently solid the whole time. I think that one's one that by the end it kind of lost its way.
Yeah.
But it was because it went on for a long time, and the kids, they age out.
Is that the kids, Freddie Prinze?
No, Frankie Muniz.
Frankie Muniz, yes.
Freddie Prinze was the kid on Chico and the Man.
Yes, he was.
Actually, yeah. Freddie. Yeah, no, that's right. Freddie Prinze was. Freddie
Prinze Jr. is married to Buffy.
Yes.
Vampire Slayer. And was Kanan Jarrus.
I have no release date for Avatar the next season, by the way.
No, the cast is aging out.
But they started filming it like a year and a half ago, so I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Freddie Prinze Jr. refuses to even do voice lines for Kanan anymore. He doesn't want to ruin the legacy of the character, and I actually like that.
Yeah, look, Kanan he had as much of an arc as he needed.
Yeah. Number 32, Cheers. That's a place everybody knows your name.
Yeah, look, for the reinvention that they did halfway through, they held it together.
Coach died in real life.
Yeah.
And Woody Harrelson stepped in and was just amazing in his role.
I wasn't even talking that. I was talking the switch from Diane to Rebecca.
Oh, yeah, that too. That great.
Changed the whole power dynamic, and Ted Danson just was like, watch this, and pulled it off.
Yeah. No, I still love Cheers.
Even made Kirstie Alley not seem like a horrible human being.
Number 33 has another show that I've loved. It's not one that I can actually I think I've rewatched it once, maybe twice. It's rough to rewatch. The Shield.
Oh, I've never watched The Shield.
It's a great show. It's hard rewatch because it's so violent.
Really launched FX, didn't it?
It did. And it helped. Walter Goggins is in it. Michael Chiklis. One of the guys that played one of the cops is actually in jail for, I think he killed his wife in real life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Michael Jace, I believe his name is.
Oh, yeah. I remember him.
Yeah. I'm doing this without even reading up on it.
Look at you go.
Yeah.
So I was reading that Avatar does its early 26.
Sure it is.
Supposedly.
Number 34 for murder mystery fans, Endeavor. Has to be British.
I feel like
I feel it's British just by looking at this picture that they showed.
That especially because it's Endeavor on Masterpiece.
Okay.
So British, but like current. Oh no, so it was 8 episodes that they called seasons.
Okay.
Series, right? So like it's confusing.
Yeah.
It seems like it was in the vein of what they did with Sherlock.
Gotcha.
Endeavor Morse.
Okay.
Is who it follows. I don't know that we know anybody in there.
No,
not really.
Number 35, The Nanny.
No.
Could never get into it.
It was fine.
This is the
once it had the problem that a lot of those shows have is once the will they won't they was it lost its kind of magic, right? As soon as you get that couple that the whole tension is what the show is.
Yep.
Together, it loses its whimsy.
Yeah. Number 36 is a show you are incredibly high on and one that I really, really do need to get to turn around and watch. It's What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, it's great. I don't. This was shows that were great from start to finish, though, right?
Yeah.
Is this list? I mean, it had its peaks and valleys.
It
showed you how a mockumentary should be done.
Okay. I am going to tell you what show number 37 is, and I am going to disagree wholeheartedly that this is good from start to finish. Star Trek The Next Generation was not good start to finish.
No.
Star Trek The Next Generation did not get good until right around season 3-ish, and it's literally right when Riker got his beard.
Got it.
When Jonathan Frakes grew the beard, it was a good show because it was Star Trek. As much as I love Star Trek The Next Generation, I will plant my flag in the dirt and tell you that Deep Space Nine was better than Star Trek The Next Generation.
I think I've seen probably almost every Star Trek Next Generation show. I've never watched Deep Space Nine.
I have, and the reason I like Deep Space Nine was because it was a darker show. Like Star Trek The Next Generation kind of kept it, there was some dark stuff, but then it came right. There was, I think one of my absolute favorite Next Generation episodes is the one where Picard gets zapped to the other planet and he learns to play the flute episode.
Oh, I've seen them. I don't remember any of them. I
remember that one. That's like one of them. That's a really good one.
That one, he was Sherlock Holmesy a couple times. That's about all I got.
And they brought Moriarty became sentient.
Yes, that I think that I remember.
And it played into Picard. Now Picard was great. Season 3 of Picard was literally like Star Trek The Next Generation season, the last season. Like that's what that was great. Yeah. Not excited about Star Trek 90210 that's coming out.
You say that.
Starfleet Academy.
You will be.
I'm excited to see how they tie up some loose ends and like the tribute board that they have with all the different people that have died, but you're 900 some years in the future.
Oh.
So, and that's our list. That's our big long list. I like that list.
So yeah, look, I figured we could use a big one, some conversation there. Yeah, so that's where we got the list. We still need some suggestions for what you all want to see us do for big old episode 200 coming up.
Yes, please.
Probably not next week, so it'll probably be at least 2 weeks out. Next week I'm doing a musical all week, so I'm going to pit 6 out of the 7 days. So I will not be around. So we'll have to maybe I'll watch The Sandlot for episode 200. Maybe Frank will watch
DMV?
No.
Probably going to watch DMV
anyway. Look, it's got Tim Meadows, so I'll give it that.
It does.
Now, but so is this, and I haven't even watched the commercials really, is this in the vein of The Office or Superstore?
I'm not sure. I have only seen, like, I've seen still shots.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's in the vein of Superstore, and then it has a shot. But like the documentary style thing is not great. It hit its peak with Parks and Rec. My opinion.
Just a quick Google. It says the new CBS sitcom DMV is frequently compared to The Office and other workplace comedies. Like The Office, the show uses a boring, bureaucratic setting to create comedy from the interactions of its characters. It does not say any. The DMV is a single camera sitcom, but does not use the mockumentary approach. Sweet. So there you go.
So there's potential there.
Yeah.
Because look, I mean, between
DMV is more sardonic and cynical tone than the U.S. version of The Office, and draws more comparisons to Parks and Rec.
Oh well, all right. Look, it's got a shot then, because I think Parks and Rec was the far superior mockumentary.
It's fair.
Like I said, I think what we do in the shadows was interesting in it, but it's one where like it knew the assignment. Like it's Taika Waititi, all Taika Waititi'd out every episode, and Matt Berry is just amazing.
You have mentioned him, and that
God, he's so good. I mean, they're all great. All of them are great. Guillermo's great. Naja is great. Nandor is great. Like everybody on the show is great. Then the core cast they all got the assignment, and they're like, we're just gonna be stupid every episode and lean into it.
I like that.
All the things I don't like about The Office are the things that I like about what we do in the shadows.
We want to do the newsy stuff.
Let's hit the news, and then we'll like I said, there wasn't a whole lot watched. There wasn't
a whole lot of news either. Taylor Sheridan.
Heard of him.
Taylor Sheridan is officially leaving Paramount for good. Let me see, where is it? The TV icon has closed a deal with NBC Universal with an 8-year movie agreement, which begins in March 2026. He's got a 5-year TV deal in January 2029. So, unfortunately, though, as unhappy as he is with Paramount, he will have to leave behind franchises Tulsa King, Landman, and Mayor of Kingstown due to Paramount owning them. So they could get better or worse, depending if they continue and how you view that.
We'll see if how Landman does season 2.
Yeah.
Lioness, while still good season 2, you know what the benefit is? They're not watch Taylor Sheridan the entire season shows at that point.
No.
So they might get better. Because I don't think many people would argue that one of the biggest issues with the last season of Yellowstone was, let's just show Taylor Sheridan walking around with his shirt off the whole season.
So,
or even the second season of Lioness, because he was in there a lot.
He was. One thing that's uncertain is the future of the Yellowstone universe. I'm not sure if Paramount, it doesn't say if Paramount owns that or if he owns that. But there is 5 upcoming Yellowstone spinoffs in development. Marshals, and then the colons. Marshals will air on CBS in 2026, while the Dutton Ranch, the Madison, and prequel series 1944 will be released on Paramount Plus. There's also a 4 Sixes spinoff about the 4 Sixes Ranch.
Oh dear God, that'll be starring him.
On hold. Yeah, that'll all be him. He's attached to all these projects, but once his deal with NBC Universal so his deal with NBC Universal begins in 2029.
He has a studio, the TV deal and the movie deal.
Right. So the rights to all of his shows, including Yellowstone, this article says more, still belong to Paramount. So Yellowstone will continue without him. It's a cash cow for them. That just means maybe you'll see less spinning horses and more actual plot that doesn't involve half-naked Taylor Sheridan at his ranch with women.
I don't know that you will, because I don't. I think what we're going to find out, right, as we get all these spinoffs of the Yellowstone show, is the only thing that people tuned into Yellowstone for was Kevin Costner. I think is what we're going to find out.
I enjoyed the final season, but I was a little disappointed in parts of it. I don't remember exactly how I reviewed that when it came out.
Because we're doing a show about Casey. Nobody gives a shit about Casey, though.
I didn't hate Casey.
But you want to watch him for an hour a week?
It depends on what they do with the character. If you can make him more interesting and less emo, yes, I would watch it in a heartbeat.
I mean, but unless it's just a show of him going and hunting livestock crimes.
No, he's got to hunt humans.
But he's a livestock marshal.
Right.
So
they hunt humans too.
Sure. I said livestock crimes.
Oh,
he's not going around hunting cows. Like, come on.
I thought he was.
No, I mean that would be like the spinoff for Supernatural, and with his visions, maybe he'll go and he'll find the cows that are accidentally killing the people.
I want to see the spinoff with the other two.
I don't think that lasts. I think that barely makes it through a season. Maybe.
Yeah, there's not really much meat on that bone.
No, that's the problem with all of it. Like, there's the whole show is the family drama. The family's gone, and Casey's kid is a whiny brat. So I don't care about the kid.
So is his wife.
And Rip and Beth's kid is also a super whiny brat. So what are you going to do? How are you going to make these shows interesting? Look, and I think Kelly Riley's great as Beth, but
there's only so much you can do the same thing over and over.
There's only so many times that Taylor Sheridan can have her get the shit beaten out of her, and then Rip watch and not do anything about it, and then she does some weird revenge thing.
Yep.
Because that was her story arc every season. Watch her almost die,
and
get beaten up on screen. Like, it was wild.
Speaking of Paramount, Warner Brothers Discovery is smack in the middle of a media maelstrom right now, as staffers are bracing for the possibility that they'll get a new corporate overlord in the near future. David Ellison, son of one of the world's wealthiest people, is attempting to buy Warner Brothers Discovery. Ellison is fresh off orchestrating Skydance's merger with Paramount, has now been aggressively chasing Warner Brothers Discovery. So 3 times he's made an offer. David Ellison is the son of Larry Ellison, who is worth more than $330 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Ellison has made bids of $19, $22, and $23.50 per share for Warner Brothers. The last offer, $23.50 per share, would value Warner Brothers Discovery at more than $58 billion. The company carries a net debt of $36 billion. On October 23rd, Warner Brothers Discovery shares closed at $21.25, up 69% on October 23rd since all of this started.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
But the thing about that is, if they buy that possibly throws the DCU into a tailspin, because you have to wonder, are they going to keep and let Safran and Gunn continue on with their vision? They have this whole thing mapped out, and it seems like they're churning along pretty well. But
I think the concern from them, because James Gunn, being Mr. Blunt all the time, has responded to that already.
Oh,
he has a 10-year plan.
Right.
This kind of acquisition won't happen tomorrow.
No,
even if they say we're going to buy it, it's going to take them. I mean, depending on how many wheels are greased in the on the way through, and current situations with those things that can or can't be sped up.
Mm-hmm.
Could be like a year or two, but I think the fastest in one of these purchases happens is 2 years. So he'll be at year 4 of his 10-year plan, which is because if we remember the Fox Disney merger, right? took forever to go through.
Yeah. Well,
And
yeah.
we still got a shitload of bad X-Men, Wolverine, mutant movies.
Yep.
They can't even Deadpool 2, right? Was after that merger. When it released finally. But I don't think it'll happen soon. I don't know that Paramount will do it. It really depends on a lot of what the government decides to do, because it's going to play into a lot of monopoly things.
Big time.
Doing that because of the number of stations owned as well, and if it is just the movie studios and how much of television moves, because you got to remember Warner Brothers owns TNT, TBS, all of the Food Channel stuff, all of the Discovery channels, all the HBO is obvious, right? And CNN is all part of that too. So all of those things are already getting spun off into their own entities to a degree.
Yep.
And how much of that is part of this deal? Or does Disney come in and buy it all?
No, I don't think Disney's going to do that. I think you might see Netflix, maybe Apple, but
Disney's due
for another big purchase. But I think Disney needs to clean up its backyard with Star Wars and rumors of George Lucas now in talks to direct the Star Wars movie and
I hadn't heard this one.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Is this coming up in the news?
No, it is now. Because I totally forgot about that. Because we had mentioned at the end of last week that there was the Hunt for Ben Solo was a movie that Adam Driver was trying to get behind with Steven Soderbergh.
Yeah.
And Disney was like, nah, we're good. But then there was let me see if I can find it. There was a thing about
there's a rumor out there.
For
a live action series.
Yeah. It's I can't find it now. I had it and I can't find it now. I had it, and it was a rumor that he was gonna do some more Star Wars stuff right on the heels of him saying how he finally let go and is at peace with everything. So I don't know how accurate that really is.
So there was a clip from YouTuber Roger Christian, who had worked on New Hope, Return of the Jedi, and Phantom Menace. During the clip, he just drops that he heard that George Lucas was returning to a galaxy far, far away. The quote is, he said, "But I think he's coming back. I'm pretty sure now that he's doing a series. I think they're now bringing him into the fold, from what I hear, because there's a Star Wars live action series coming." That's from like a year ago. So, but it still pops up pretty quick. I don't see that happening.
I don't either. So he opened his new museum, and the only reason he put Star Wars stuff in his new museum was because he knew people would hound him to put Star Wars stuff in it. I think he's kind of like made his peace and stepped away from it after Disney obliterated his vision and completely threw him to the side and didn't want to be involved with him after he sold it.
Yeah. And he's also, he's doing things that he gets paid his money for. Or maybe it's because he technically returned with Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy.
Okay.
And some other live stage reading of Minox from space. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
There is finally going to be a Transformers G.I. Joe crossover.
Yeah, this was set up at the end of the last Transformers movie.
Well, we're getting this in animation because Michael Bay has kind of drug his feet on his end and not wanted to or hasn't figured out a way to do it.
It's fair,
right? And as them doing it in an animated form, I think is probably a much better option than trying to do it in a live action form. You can get the characters way closer to their toy versions and maybe the original cartoon that I loved,
but it won't be
JoJo.
It won't. That's the problem. It's not going to be like the original. And I don't see them doing like if they did the original G.I. Joe animated cast. Like,
no,
I don't need the voice actors, but like at least those characters, maybe I'm in.
You're probably not going to get that. You're definitely going to. So it's going to be a crossover animated show, which have its own standalone story and have nothing to do with the parent movie series, which is good. If they could get the original actors back from the G.I. Joe TV from
like I said, the actors don't matter, but I
the
would
voices.
want that,
I meant the voices.
Even that, I want the animation style and the look.
Yeah,
I don't think we get that because I don't think G.I. Joe characters will look right updated.
No, I don't believe so.
They barely looked right in live action. I mean, they didn't look right in live. Let's be honest, they didn't look right in live action. But if you do one of these newer, it depends on the animation style they do. Right? They've tried a lot with Transformers. Every style of animation they can try and come up with to do for Transformers, they've done at this point, and still none of them are as good as the ones from like the Transformers movie in the 80s.
I'm trying to pull up the voice actors.
It was probably the same voice actors as it was on the Transformers. There was like 20 that did all of the voices in the 80s.
Yep. Frank Welker did Torch and Wild Bill.
Yep.
Mary McDonald Lewis. No, that's not who I'm thinking. That's Lady J. I mean, a lot of them voiced multiple characters at the same time too.
Right.
You know, Christopher Collins, Cobra Commander, Gung Ho.
That's
Zaymont were the same character. Destro and Iceberg.
Yeah, I'm not like I said. I'm not that worried about the voice actor piece. I'm more concerned about the look. Like I don't know if the G.I. Joe characters carry over that.
Are they going to do the animation style like Transformer 1, or are they going to do the you know what animation style is that going to be?
Right.
News wise after that, I don't really have anything. I have the whole Clark Gregg at Comic-Con basically told someone to go F yourself.
Yeah, I think we talked about that briefly last week. Has there been a G.I. Joe series since?
Yes. I believe
there was 2010. They did one, which was a newer style animation, which made it one season. So it's not really carrying over.
No, nobody knows who. None of today's generation know who G.I. Joe is the way we know who G.I. Joe is.
And there's not. Look, the 1980s was a very different view towards the military and the government than where you're at right now. So I think it's a tough sell right now. So the 2010 G.I. Joe Renegades that they did showed the Joes on the run from the government, trying to clear their names and stop their evil nemesis Cobra.
So go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say the guy that voiced Cobra Commander also voiced Starscream.
Yes, I mean with the same, literally with the same voice.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know how that would work. I don't think it'd be great. But they'll do what they end up doing. I just think it's a trickier story to tell right now, unless they revamp the premise behind G.I. Joe. Which then why are you using G.I. Joe?
This guy voiced Mr. Burns for a while.
Nice.
In the first season.
So that's all the news that's fit to print from what it seems like. We got, like I said, not a lot from my watch list, just because it's been kind of truncated the last few weeks. A lot of shows ended. We had a lot of finales. Daryl Dixon, we had the finale for Only Murders in the Building. There's one episode left. That finale drops probably 5 minutes ago. So I'll probably go watch that tonight. I'll let you all know how that is. Episode 9 was great. It's back to what I said before, like the fact that this show is on like season 4 or 5 or whatever it is, and continues to find fresh new ways to bring in all these different actors is so good. But we did have a big finale, and bring
before you go to the finale, real fast, 2 other things I just saw.
Yeah,
3 things. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse is slated to be released in IMAX June 18th, 2027. So that's coming soon. Spider-Man Brand New Day will be the first Spider-Man movie not released in IMAX.
That's fine. We've also gotten 2 Spider-Man live-action movies since the last animated movie.
And there's going to be a Crash Bandicoot animated series is in the works at Netflix. That could be fun.
Look, Crash is cool.
Now, you said we had a finale.
We did. Did you watch said finale?
Which one are we talking
about? Gen V is done.
I did.
So let's hit the recap of it. Hold on. The IMDb description, because we love these for Gen V. I learned last week that these.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The students face their greatest threat yet as Godolkin University descends into chaos. Marie, Jordan, and Emma must confront powerful enemies and shocking betrayals, leading to a brutal showdown that reshapes their futures. I don't know that I agree with all of that. I guess they face their biggest threat.
Well, yeah. I mean,
for sure. It was. What were your thoughts on the episode?
Godolkin could have been such a great bad guy, and they set him up with a great arc, and his involvement with Sage, and like they really did set this guy up as the most powerful the most powerful super in the world, and they had this epic showdown with Marie and all of Marie's friends that came out of the guy's butt in the room. Which was a weird scene, but I got it. And you're set up for this epic showdown that was over in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we had the power buildup for Godolkin that lasted a little longer, but it only took him it seemed like an hour to get his power up to the level that he needed it to.
Right. I really enjoyed the series overall, and I really did enjoy the finale. And Marie now is set up as probably the most powerful super. Her powers are absolutely ridiculous.
But is she any more powerful than the Sender was?
No, right? Yeah, she can heal. Like, she can heal your powers if they're taken away.
Yeah.
She can, I mean, she's just with the blood exploding and being, all that weird stuff that she can do with the blood. And they can take that many different ways. I thought from beginning to end, the finale was great, except the demise of Godolkin was way too fast. That little hiccup aside didn't ruin the finale for me. I just thought that fight ended way too fast. Like they were fighting, it was going good, and all of a sudden she explodes his head. That's it, done.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much you can do with there.
Right, but you built this guy up for the whole season.
I think the problem was, though, it was such a letdown, and not to, and it will slight the guy that played Godolkin versus Hamish Linklater, but he was so good as Cypher, and the character, I felt like the character came across so evil as Cypher.
Yep,
and you lost some of that when it went over to the way that let me find the guy's name. The way that the Godolkin himself played it, right? Like you lost that evil and that menace, and just went to this manic guy who thought he was, smarter. Ethan Slater, who did a great job.
100%. Absolutely.
Wicked and Fosse, and maybe that's why he seems like he's more of a Broadway kind of guy.
Yeah,
he was SpongeBob in SpongeBob the Musical, so not the guy I would think of as like the evil,
right?
The evil guy, right?
No.
And I think he brought that more kind of over the top, which was what was so great about the way that Hamish approached Cypher.
Yep,
right. He was
calm and collected
with fits of mania, right?
Yes,
and this guy was just over the top the whole time. Which I think hurt it.
Yeah.
When we got to that, where he wasn't as menacing as the new guy as he was as Cypher.
Right.
So it made it, I was like, all right, well, let's get it over with, and where are we going now? I think it's really tough that you set up The Boys season 5 with a show that probably a fraction of The Boys audience will watch. and have all these characters that it looks like may or may not be big parts of Boys season 5. You could sideline them in like 3 minutes of the show, though, right? Where all of a sudden, oh, they're not there.
Yep.
Or you have to spend time in the Boys season 5 introducing them and telling you why these people are important. But if you bring in somebody that most people don't know to be the one that beats Homelander, like that doesn't work. It's got to be Huey, Butcher, or Starlight that beats Homelander at the end. Like those are your choices.
I think it's going to be Huey because he's the most he's the least likely one to do it. You would figure Butcher's the most likely one to do it. That seems to be Butcher's story. Having Huey come in and kind of Butcher does all the heavy lifting and Huey comes in at the last second and takes him out.
So I'm going to make a prediction now.
Go ahead.
Marie's play in season 5 is she comes in and fixes Butcher.
I can see that happening.
Now Butcher can be the guy, come back to being the guy. She takes the crazy and the visions away, and now you have Butcher back in, ready to go beat home. Well, oh no, it's gonna be his kid that beats him.
Yeah, that too.
You know, but you had that but it was cool. We did get a couple Boys cameos in this last. We got 4 actually Boys cameos in this episode.
Yeah,
right. Sister Sage again, which seems to. I don't know that I loved how not smart she came across in this.
Yeah,
because in the Boys, she would have known Godolkin was going to do that.
Right.
It was weird how different they kind of played her character.
It almost feels like they dumbed her down for a little bit.
Yeah, and not with
boost him up.
Not by scooping her brain.
Right.
Because that wasn't necessarily his power set was being super smart. Hers was always planning 1,000 steps ahead. So weird how they kind of played her a little bit dumber with that. We got Black Noir, who's great.
Yeah,
that would be like if you ran into Gene Roddenberry, or if you saw Patrick Stewart, be like, let me tell you how stupid it was. The storyline that you had at the end of Generations.
Don't forget though, Soldier Boy's in this too. Soldier Boy could end up being the one that kills him.
He could, yeah.
I mean, that's his son, right? Technically,
I sort of, not really. It's a DNA something. But now we have Odessa, so now they'll go deeper into Odessa and probably give us more of that backstory. And now they have somebody that can play Godolkin in the flashbacks.
That's true. That's true.
We got A-Train showed up for a second.
Yep.
So we found out where he ran off to and what he's doing now. So he's with, Marie is so overpowered though.
Yeah.
Because you bring her in like, oh, A-Train, oh, you still have this heart condition? Oh, it's fixed. Poof. You know what I mean? Oh, Starlight, you're having this other issue where you lost a lot of weight and you're super skinny now and you look kind of weird. Oh, poof, you're fixed. Like she could fix everything, right? Like, so it's a tough way to go in with how overpowered that character is going to be going into the next season.
What if, the more I think about it, what if Marie is able to take away powers? What if she takes away Homelander's powers and he doesn't die and he ends up having to serve life in prison as a human?
No.
Would that be a worse ending for him than dying?
It'd be a horrible ending for the Boys.
Yep. I agree. No, I agree. I
don't think there's any way you get out of that show without Homelander dying.
Look, I pick out wrestling storylines, and I'm usually dead on. So I'm trying my superpowers here, and I'm probably not hitting here.
Spoilers for the 20-year-old Boys comic book, which I think we've done before. So
yeah,
and they can't do on the show, so it's not really a spoiler. But in in the comic book, it's Homelander's not the bad guy. He is, but he's not like the bad guy that's doing all of the horrible things. It's his clone.
Oh, and the clone was Black Noir, right?
Correct. Who never spoke or anything, because then he would have sounded just like Homelander. They'd have been, wait a minute.
Right.
But that's who killed Butcher's kid. Like, it's all pawned off where it wasn't really Homelander, but then he killed Homelander and they have to go kill. But in the comic, also all of the boys regularly used V to get powers. Gotcha. They all had already taken V and had like enhanced strength and could like fight a little bit and were more. It wasn't the storyline they did in the show. So they've been doing completely different storylines once they got those characters introduced.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, we won't get Doug in The Boys season 5. But even if we just look at the leads that they're bringing over, we got Marie, we got Emma, we got Kate, we have Jordan, we have Sam, we have Annabeth, probably. Right, that's a shitload of characters to try and introduce on a new show. So I don't know if we see them for more than a minute or two in sidelining, because they also said, "Oh, we'd love a season 3 of Gen V." I'm like, well, hold on now. And if we do, great, make it a show about them at school again. Because I think the thing that this season suffered with is it couldn't figure out what show it was. Right. Like, it's like, hey, we're a college show. And those parts were great. When it did what season 1 did well, which was like, hey, we're dealing with the girl at the coffee stand that's struggling with, like, what's going on and why are people making fun? Yeah. I'm the only like, those were great and great storylines through the season. And then it got like, but no, that's not what we are. We're a huge espionage, crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and it kind of lost its way, and like we're a prison escape movie now. Like, what are we doing? And it lost its college vibe, which was what was so successful, I thought, about the first season. And just tried to become a little bit too big for its britches this season. And I don't know how much of that came from rewrites. I feel like not much.
Yeah,
because of having to write around Andre.
Right.
But like, I thought Polarity was great. I thought even in the finale, he continued to play great. I'm
glad he survived. You got to look at him too. Does he come over to the main show?
No, I don't think so. I think he's I think if you get a Gen V season 3, he's the dean.
That would make sense.
And you get whatever's playing against him, and him trying to help, but then there's other forces trying to come in, and Vought trying to come back and take over, and he's trying to stop. Like, I think you get more of that in season 3 if we get a season 3 of Gen V, which I hope we do. I said, and I hope they work out how to tell their storyline in a better way than what they kind of ended up going with this season, which was just a little bit too unfocused or too much trying to set up The Boys season 5 than it was being Gen V season 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I agree with that.
So again, episode 199 for us. Thanks, everybody. You got anything going on, Frank?
I got some hockey. We got a wrestling podcast on the Island of Relevancy. Is either going to be Wednesday or Thursday. If I'm going to Bryan Adams, it's not going to be Wednesday. It'll be Thursday. If I'm not in heaven.
And not just the podcast, check it out on YouTube. Go hit your like and subscribe there so you find out what night it's airing by subscribing to the Isle of Relevancy.
Island of Relevancy.
Island of Relevancy. Go search it on YouTube. Check that out. You can check me out at jackkidmusic.com. I'll be off the public gigs for the next couple weeks, but I'll be back around in towards the end of November. And then again, drop us some comments, drop us some messages, tell us what you want to hear out for episode 200 that will be coming your way. Probably not next week, but the week after. So sometime in November, keep your ears open. Also hit that like and subscribe so you know when we're coming back. And thanks for finding the Geek Spot with us.
Thank you.
See ya.